Okay, hi everybody. Welcome or welcome back if you're visiting again. Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Jimmy, and this is Jimmy's Neighborhood Bees. Keeping bees in Central Virginia in a regular suburban backyard. No big acreage here. Anyway, got a small apiary. Usually keep 2 to 4 hives. My county says 4, so I try to keep it at the limits. So check with your localities. I don't belong to an HOA. There's no HOA here. However, if you do, check with them to make sure you can do things legally if you're keeping bees. Anyway, I want to read today's fortune, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on, and then share a little bit about the honeybee festival. So it says, here we go, this one. A different world cannot be built by indifferent people. In other words, basically diversity. You need diversity, because if everything was the same, we'd all be driving the same car, driving the same speed, wearing the same clothes. You know, everybody would have 1 or 2 beehives. No, you need diversity. So in order to build a diverse world, you need diverse people. Anyway, so at least that's what I take. You take for it what you will. That's fortune cookies. All right, today I want to thank everybody. It's after the Honeybee Festival 2024. I want to thank everybody who came out. I know we had over 3,000 visitors. There were a bunch of volunteers. I want to thank each volunteer, as a matter of fact. Saturday was one of the hottest days in the area, over 107 heat index, and it was 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll put Celsius down here on the actual thermometer. So for those who braved it with your families and dogs, I know we had dog bowls out, but it was grassy area, so the dog paws wasn't getting hot. It was a little bit of concrete, but not much. They could get off in the grass. Anyway, thank you for coming out. I'm going to insert this was right before it opened officially, like right around 9 o'clock. I was going into my workstation. It's about a 4-minute thing. I'll put a little bit of it at the beginning, and then I'll put a little bit of it at the end of the video, so you can check it out. But anyway, today's video, I'm gonna look in on the farmhouse, see how the queen is doing in there, see if they got brood in some of those new frames, see if I need to add any frames or take away, as it may be. But anyway, I'm going to see the progress in the farmhouse. Also, for the the Yellow Hive back there. I want to take the honey super off, the medium. I've been wanting to get mediums out of my apiary, so I'm going to go ahead on and remove that medium, put the frames in the freezer there in the storeroom, and I'll harvest it later. No matter what it is, if it's half capped, mostly capped, not quite capped, I'm just going to get it off of there, drop down the hybrid box, and yeah, leave it at that. And we'll go from there. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that. My smoke is already lit. Get ready to put on my jacket and get on out there. Okay, what I have right here is I got my hive butler, and I got a brush, and of course I got my smoke. And what I'll do is I just want to remove this medium box. I'm gonna drop the hybrid down onto the XL base here. Yeah, let's take a look at the tray here. See what's going on with the tray. Okay, I had to change. I ended up just taking off the hybrid flow frame and the which is 4 flow and 4 the Ross rounds. They weren't doing anything to it, the Ross rounds, and the little bit of nectar or whatever that was in the flow frames, I'm just gonna drain it and let it go. They had built out some fat comb on that mediums, so what I did was I took a box of 10. There was some undrawn foundation. I checkerboarded in. They just drew the other stuff fat, so all I did was make that 10 box a 7 with the fat comb in there, and I'll just see if they'll cap it over the next few weeks, week or two, and if they cap it, then I'll take it and of course harvest it, and like I said, probably, you know, distribute it for my neighbors and friends and family and things like that. It's kind of hot out here. All right, so the farmhouse, I was kind of concerned. At first I wasn't seeing any brood. However, the 2 original frames that I got from Mr. C, you see they built that extra comb underneath, which I expected, totally expected it, because he gave me deep frames and I use XL frames. I'm choking myself here. So I expected that, and what I'll do is I was gonna let it go the whole year, and come winter sometime I will cut it off, put it in that comb. Once all of those bees hatch and there's nothing in there, maybe I'll cut it off and either melt it down, or I'll cut it off and frame it up into a deep and just use that as a one of my deep how you say it, deep honey boxes. So we'll figure that out later. However, it's not hurting anything, so I'm gonna let it go. I did a little bit of modification to my watering system. I put my salt water out there in my bee buffet, and I changed the nozzle a little bit to allow a little bit more water in this hot times. So there's more water flowing over the rock, and of course it's been the same. It's been there for 2 years now. The bees find it. I'm watching a couple of birds fly around it, and the birds can get a good fresh drink as well. So it's all good. It's a positive for the whole neighborhood. And the last update is there's no activity at all in the swarm trap. So it's just gonna stay up there, and I'm not gonna worry about any more swarms this year. Yeah, so I didn't see the queen in either, well, I didn't even look in the brood chamber of the Yellow Hive, but I didn't see the queen, but I did see eggs on that next to last frame, XL frame, and there was fresh brood and everything on the 2 frames that I got from Mr. C, and all of that comb that was built underneath, all of that brood is from this new queen. So, because obviously that stuff wasn't there when I got that comb. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna close this one out. Again, I'm gonna show a little bit more of the honeybee festival. I did not walk all the way around. I was just walking through to my station. So again, as a volunteer, I didn't see too much of the goings-ons, but I smelled some food. I got a little snow cone, a little, what you call that? Shave ice from the Hawaiian Kona truck. Not sponsored, but that's just what I got because it was hot. And they did really well, like I heard. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. And check out the little observation, the round observation hive that another person brought in for display. It was kind of neat. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Come on back and we'll do another one. And also have fun with your bees, but be careful in this heat. Be careful.